Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 29 of the Raid series. In the previous episode, we went into customs, got a few kills, died, went back in, got a few kills. We have 2 more to go for custom. So I'm gonna get back in there, do that, and then depending how frisky I'm feeling, I'll either go back to labs or I'll try a different map. So that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. All right, so we're pretty much ready to go from the previous episode. I accepted the dailies for today, which is exit interchange 4 times, find 2 security vests, kill 10 scavs on any map, and then we've still got the exit interchange 10 times. So we're gonna focus on the customs. If we kill some scavs, sweet, but it's not the highest priority because the priority is to kill 2 more PMCs. So pretty straightforward. Let's get into it. All right, deploying onto customs. I'll probably go back to the same strategy we used last episode. I'll play that a little bit more aggressive. So there's all the spawns back there we could go for, but what I want to do is I'm actually going to push towards dorms and try and clap them as they're coming into the dorm. So need to move pretty quick for this. We have the closest spawn to dorms. But if we go around the left, we can actually see him run straight into the doorway. And if we do it right, we can usually catch him off guard. So, pushed up to here. Go to that window. Man. I went to go use the golden star. Definitely a couple of hits. Two options on how we push up here. Not really hearing any footsteps. Right there on the left-hand side. Trying to just try and get him out of his position as much as possible. I don't know if he knows I'm here or not. Being out of stamina sucks. Shots over towards stronghold. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait till my stamina goes back to full. Sometimes you can get away doing this. I don't want to push. No, I'm out of grenades. This is a bad play. I've never do this. Pretty sure I shot one in the head then. Fucking, I missed the jump. I missed the jump. Whoops, wrong button. Okay, so I'm trying to teach you guys other ways to try and take on these fights. Obviously, we're not doing the same task, that we're not doing the escort task, but the objective is to get the 4 kills without dying. Pushing dorms without grenades is really, really, really hard, particularly for a duo. Doing that hallway peek, getting that kill there was, what's the word? I was lucky because if he was already holding the angle, I would have stuck my head out. He would have shot me. But I was hoping that he, after all the pushing and pulling and that, I kind of got a little bit, what's the word? Would have got a little bit impatient. The objective I went for then was when I pushed up, I was trying to clear it all up, but I was really low in stamina trying to get through that window and I missed the jump. And if I got back into that window, I would have been fine. There's a lot of things I could have done differently there. It was definitely a bad play to try and jump through the window and miss. I could have shut the door, jumped down on the rafters and got away that way, which is probably the safest and best way of doing it. So shut the door, run straight down to that drop down on the fence, hit the drop down, hit the fence, get back on the ground, and then take the fight how I want to. Would have been the smart way. The other option was, well, I went to that window to see if I can get him going past. The other option was to do a cheeky drop. You run straight to the balcony and then you crouch, you walk off, and you can go back down into the second floor. It takes a little bit of practice, but if you do it enough times, you get it nearly every time. So I'm pretty consistently good at doing that one, so I could have done that. But I tried to jump into the balcony, and what I was going to do was actually just run around behind him, missed the jump, and ruined it. So what I want to try and teach you guys there is purely the fact that you don't have to just do the obvious stuff. Try and do stuff that's a little bit less obvious. Most people, 90% of people that I would fight in that situation would be sitting up on that balcony. When he pushed out like he did, 90% of people would be sitting up on that balcony when they push out. The thing that I could have done that would have been a lot safer was, instead of pushing for the window, when I heard him running up towards the hallway, I could have pre-fired and pushed him into that doorway. Would have had a lot better chance than what I fucking did. So that was a big blunder by me. You make mistakes, but you learn from them, and yeah, we'll go from there. But overall, look, I'm trying to have a bit of fun and teach you guys how to do some killing. Unfortunately, it wasn't much killing by me. I killed his teammate. I would say in that situation though, that being a duo holding dorms and someone trying to push up to the marked room, if I was the one holding the marked room, I reckon I would win. As a solo, I would win, I'd say close to 95% of my fights. And as a duo, I would nearly always win. One of us would always survive that. Because there's that massive fatal funnel of the actual hallway itself, the only way you can push down that hallway is by throwing grenades down there. I threw the grenade and pushed them out of that end room, which was good, but I didn't have enough grenades to like really pin them into their rooms in the hallway. And the best way of doing it, if you're going to go throw grenades into a window, if you throw a VOG, by the time it gets through the window and they register in their brain, holy crap, a grenade just came in my window, because they won't hear you on the ground floor outside as easily, right? You throw that VOG through that window, if they're in that room, they're dead. The amount of times I've gotten grenade kills by doing that is phenomenal. It's actually amazing. I probably get majority of my grenade kills by doing dorms, grenades, kills, and throws like that. Enough rambling. Let's try a different map. I feel like my place in customs is done. Is it class 5? It is. Let's give it a go. All right, we've got a cute little gun here. I don't really like using the Bravo. Everyone's been running this Burris side. I don't know what I think about it. We've got an AK-103. Get some BP ammo in it. Oop. Bump. Cool. Now I might do something a little bit different. And I think I might go Interchange. Interchange I can have some really fun fights on. You got to be a little bit more patient on Interchange, but I don't think we'll have much problem finding fights at least. Alright. I've got this bloody... what do you call it? Christmas Carol song in my head from today. Put that there. Alright, we'll go Interchange. Got a cool looking AK that we got from a fight. And let's go have some fun over there. Interchange, daytime. Got this armor, it's good condition. Let's get into there. All right, so Interchange. Now this is going to be really dependent on spawn, which is a good spawn. If I wanted to get PMC kills here, I would just wait. And the way I would do it is I would just wait here. No car extract, that's fine. I would go up here. And I would probably sit here. And the reason I'd probably sit here, I don't do this often, but if I was going to stay up here, I would watch here, see if anyone was running down from these spawns. There's a spawn just on this side of the tanker. There's a spawn further down in that little bit over there. To see if anyone was keen on running down this way. The next most common option for someone to rock up would be this way. There's a spawn just over here. And then there's also the spawns down further. And there would be people willing to come all the way up to try and get the power station to do whatever they want to do at power station, really. So there will be people in the map that will want to go for the ultra medical room. There'll be people in the map that want to go for the Keeper store. And there'll be just people that want to go to the power station. And they need the power on for that. Now, I'm not going to stay up here for like 20 minutes, but we will wait 5 minutes to see if any of the early power fiends come. And I'll just explain other options too. Before Killer was across lots of locations on the map, Killer was located in front of the Kiba store. So if you were trying to get PMC keys previously on Interchange, you would really just need to run to the middle of the map. Don't push in to the actual main center line. Just hold an angle for it and just wait for the players to run past. You could still do that though. Like a large portion of people still go to the center of the map very early on and very quickly. And you can keep an eye out for that. Another thing about Interchange that's really what's the word? Like kind of bad, but good depending on what situation you're in. There's really only two main extracts. There's the Emicom being up this end, and then there's the railway. Sorry. So what ends up happening is you'll get people camping these extracts all the time. Because they know that the majority of people will use those extracts. Now, you can get the key to take the, it's called the safe room exfil. You have to turn the power on, and then you have to open, you have to swipe the card at the toilet at Burger King or whatever it's called. And then you can extract. Or you take the no backpack extract, which you've seen me do plenty of times, just over here. But then they're limited by restrictions, right? Either you can't take a backpack out, or you have to, or you have to have a key card. Now that key card's actually quite valuable because it's actually got loot in that room that will pay for the card every time, pretty much. I don't think there's a single time I've gone in there and haven't made 100k. You can get moonshine, you get bitcoins, GP coins, all your golden spawns. This is actually quite amazing. We had the grenade at the start. We'll give it another 40 seconds. The most common spot we'll find someone right now is most likely coming down that ramp. And the reason for that is the people that spawned up this end ran straight into the idea. They would have cleared through idea to kill either Killer or get the loots. And they'll come around the back and they'll head out towards Goshen, right? So that's the main pathing we'll see right now. If people were going to come straight to the power station, they probably would have done so already. Yeah, I don't really see. There will definitely be people who come late in the raid, but we're not going to get those early rushes, unfortunately. And I keep thinking I see stuff, but all right, so we're going to push up. And we have to walk for a little bit because we need to hear. The one thing that's really difficult about Interchange is there's so many places to get shot from. If I was trying to get my 4 PMC kills without dying, I wouldn't go inside. I'm not even exaggerating that. From my spawn, I would have ran straight up towards Railway, went across the front of the map, and out Vemicon. And I would have killed every single person that was doing hidden stash runs and was patrolling around the outside of the map, taking their time a little bit slower. Try and get all the people that are coming in. I just want to give you like perspective, right? So think about this location right here. For me to push forward and cover all the angles, I've got to cover both the front left. Someone could be here, there, along there. Someone could just be coming out of here. Someone could even be all the way back there on top of that little platform, just watching down this way. You'll see people camping up on top of boxes. Like, if I'm trying to get my escort quest done and I don't want to die, there is no way I'm going to be coming inside the actual interchange itself. Think about urban fighting like this. It's such a complex environment. And I always say that like interchange is made for squad play. You'll have people playing slow and methodical, checking all their angles, and they'll kill it. They'll do absolutely amazing on there. And then you get people like me. I try and move quickly, so then that way it's harder to hit me. But like, okay, think about me coming out this doorway right now. Someone could be up on that. They could be behind here. They could literally just be coming upside that. There is way too many angles to be able to cover consistently. So the thing I like to do on interchange, and I'm not doing it right now, but if I was to do it, if I got to spawn out the front of the mall, and I'm just going to go into the mall to have some fun, I generally push straight for the top floor in the middle of the mall and wait for people to come to me. Interesting. Lights on, lights off. Lights on, lights off. And we won't see as many people hanging around Tech Lot because the power's not on because we didn't turn the power on. But I don't know what's going on with this. This is whack. So like people could sit up on that top here, right? This is weird. Having brought this is what in God's name. Like I'll sit up on top of these like rafter things on the side, watching people go down towards Tech Lot. Another thing I used to do all the time, particularly when I lived in Europe, I got so many kills doing it. Was I'd sit right here. I wouldn't kill any of the scavs, and I would literally just be looking for people doing their hidden stash runs. Or placing down their items here. That's a scav. So they're most likely the person that was shooting was in Goshen. Around that area. Bottom floor. Right, so there's a scav or a player there. I don't think that was a player. It just wasn't rendering in when I was I back here? I don't know. You do really need to be careful about getting flanked on this map. I like to leave scavs up as well, as much as I can. How is it, right? Now, this is like 11 o'clock at night on a Thursday night. How is it when I film To Kill the Killer? It's just chaos. Players everywhere. I'm on the exact same server. I haven't changed anything. It's literally Tarkov, Battlestate Games have perfected the art of whenever you're after something, you don't get it, and when you're after it, sorry, whenever you're after something, you don't get it, and when you're not after it, you get it. Oh, need a graphics card for a quest? No, thank you. Next minute, find 400 graphics cards after you've like handed the quest in. Not 400, but trying to show people how to hunt PMCs on Interchange. Can't find any. Looks like we heard him. was those shots out the back, were they? This is the scav we killed. He had a lot of XP. What was that? What'd you have? Oh yeah, no, we're on. Alright, so that's an idea. Sorry, Ollie. I always say that. We'll top up. And run through here so it's a little bit safer. So what we're doing is we're looking for any sort of movement. It's annoying. All right, so someone's turned the power on now. Which if I was a betting man, they'll be going for Kiva.
Кепка, кепка! Вали кепку!
I guess it's those shots are towards the Emicon side of Ollie. I don't know. Alright, that was a shot right at the very front, out towards where the Scav PMC extract is. I like to leave Scavs up where I can. I'm not going to go towards those shots right there because I really want to try and get this player that's coming in to get the Kiva. Now, this game has some weird thing about and stigmas based around certain somebody's YouTube video at the year of the rat. Now, one of the most effective ways of killing the enemy that the military uses is ambushing. All right. I don't promote camping at extracts. I think that's kind of lame. But if you know someone's most likely going to be coming to a location or through a location, like for example, you get to dorms first and you wait in dorms for players to come. Like those guys were at the top of the last raid, right? I don't see any issue with what they're doing. Same as me doing this right here. If I hear a player close by, I'm going to go push him. Or if I hear him coming my way, I'm going to wait for him. But there's nothing wrong with doing that. Like this is you die, you lose your stuff. You lose your progression. Well, so first thing I will say is play the game however you enjoy. And secondly, don't feel like you have to play it a certain way because someone else says so. I could teach you anything. Play video games for your own enjoyment, not to meet the criteria of someone else's expectations. All right. And rant, is this guy going to come here or what? I'll give him an extra. We'll go till 26. Could have been a scav that put the power on. That's why I'm not going to wait here forever. So you know what? We'll go this way. Let's see if we can clap that guy at Emicom. He's still making a racket over there. We'll push towards the direction that the guy from power would most likely take. Now, I didn't walk through that store right there because I didn't want to...
Граната тут! Ох, ёб, граната! Граната тут!
Where is he? Wasn't him. So you can wallbang people as well in this game now. So in the past, anything that had any sort of like thickness of any sort, like literally that bit of metal right there to like the rail right here, all that you wouldn't be able to shoot through. Nowadays, you can shoot through pretty much anything. So it's like really thick concrete walls. I think even trees you can shoot through now. So one of those doors normally starts to open. So I'd be a little higher alert now because of that. Someone walking through here. Could be a player scav, could be a player. I was quickly checking up there to make sure they're not up there. Scav just ran out by the looks of it. Alright, we're going to be on the chase now. I'm fairly confident I heard something around here. Is that him? Oh, time to find out if we're about to get clapped. That's us. Brigham. He's got some stuff on him, that's for sure. Let's play lucky dip with whatever he had inside that backpack. Alright, so the next raid What I'll do is I'll show you the pathing I would take for hunting people on the outside of Interchange. If you were doing the escort quest, or you just wanted to take it a little bit differently and just try and get some PMC kills in a more of a safer manner. There probably is the player right now sitting on top of in the Kiba store. We're a little bit too keen. And also, I've never seen a scav just start shooting randomly when I flashed him. So I'm fairly confident there was a player out near Goshen. I just got no idea where he went. The pathing was pretty much the strategy I would use for if I'm not afraid to die, but I'm on the hunt to try and kill all those gear plays inside the mall. Like I said, if I was doing the escort quest, I probably wouldn't go inside the mall. I'd go around the outside. I'm going to show you that pathing and strategy right now. Just to go back to that whole customs raid before, I could literally make a whole bloody series on just trying to fight inside that dorms or in buildings. It's honestly I won't say it's an art form, but there's a lot of strategy to it. Being able to jump through windows, flank, drop down, use grenades in specific locations, when to sprint across corridors and when to throw grenades and all that kind of stuff is absolutely it's an effort. It takes a lot of practice to get really good at. Got a lot of random cool stuff. Just go like this for now. Probably will never use that vector, but we can strip it to bits. I know you guys make a lot of comments as well about my looting methods, guys. I'm not the worst person. I go down the path of I just don't care enough sometimes about the value of loot, and it really comes down to this one simple thing. It's not hard for me to make money in Tarkov. Like, even during this PvP part of this series, like, we've gone up in value. We've gone up in loot. We've got new guns, new armors, more backpacks, more everything. It's just, so it's easy for me to be like that. And it's hard for me to always focus on the most specific value per square when it comes to like mods. Cause I know you guys were talking about one of the grips that are left behind. And the reason behind that is it's like, if I was to try and memorize every single value of every single item, it would probably be my full-time job on top of like doing all the other stuff I do. So I know I have a fairly decent understanding of which items have high value and which items are really valuable. So then I just get the majority of them, and then that usually covers and then some anything that I'll ever want. But yeah, always perfect the craft, and it's great that you guys are pointing out that I should be looting certain items over other ones, and that's perfectly fine. Play the game how you like, and if you find some stuff that's sweet, good on you. But yeah, don't feel afraid. I'm not telling you guys off for commenting. I'm just justifying the reason why I don't always loot the best item is because two reasons really. I'm lazy sometimes, and also I just sometimes don't know because I just don't keep track about every single item at every single time. All right, so power station's down here. We could go for the quick power station kill. Nearly guaranteed there's someone spawned down at power station. So I would probably cross over so I get to see him earlier, if possible. I just don't want to miss out on the opportunity here, but the dream will be have him run out this doorway here and just run straight across the open. Come on. Don't prove me wrong. Let's have O, see if the power's on. There he is. That's not him, it's a scav. My guess would be he's going for hidden stashes. So there's a container in there to loot and there. I'm waiting here. He could have gone straight for the hidden stashes. I don't believe it was a scav. I don't want to believe it was a scav. It was a scav. Damn it. Alright, we're going to go around the front and hunt down all the players around the front. Man, that sucks. So that's one of the players that would have came in from the front, gone straight into idea, and obviously fighting scav up there. I don't believe he was down the bottom. Now, this is where it's a really good idea to learn where all the hidden stashes are. There's about 15 for interchange. I think it's 13. I could be wrong. One's right in here, between those rocks. What you do is you pretty much just run the hidden stashes. I don't think they're underneath. We kind of got a shitty spawn because most times you'll have someone at power station and you just get the go get the kill there. The best spawn you can have is, in my opinion, the one over there, and you can watch straight down the road. You watch both ways down the road and you can get all the people as they're crossing the road. You can try and slot them if they're taking it easy or slow. When you're doing this, you don't want to be huffing and puffing either, because you want to be hearing them as they're running around. You'll get a lot of people doing their hidden stashes on this map. The hidden stash in there. There's about 3 behind in the back area of this. And there was one underneath that bridge. This game's gonna fail me. I can feel it in my jellies. I bet this 12 Days of Christmas song stuck in my head. We wrote out 12 Days of Christmas Tarkov themed today on stream. And now it's all I can bloody hear. I've been literally singing it all day. It really shouldn't have been this dead. I honestly don't know what's going on. Look, obviously there's people in the map. I think I've just been unlucky. think I'm dead. Fuck. Oh, there he was. There he was. That's the guy I killed in the previous raid, I think. It was. Yeah, so I saw the movement guy, the guy coming in. There's nothing up there. The hidden stash is at the tower and then in the middle of the green area. So he's probably doing the exact same strategy I'm doing and running the edge of the map, trying to find hidden stashes, people farming hidden stashes and stuff. Because he had a lot of random items, like a lot of, he might even be running hidden stashes, to be honest. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing what he shot me with, to be honest. It sounded big. It was a 338 Lapua. All I needed to do then was move and it would have made it a lot harder for him. I didn't even hit him. Wow, no wonder he just stood there. I missed all my shots because I shot this guy in the head for 1 bullet. And then of the other 13 bullets I shot at the end, he must have hit me and I aimed, like my aim went up to shit every time. So yeah, my theory there was he's probably running the outside as well, either doing hidden stashes or farming people that are doing hidden stashes. Strategy I use, and it works very well in finding people. Wow, he had a 338 Lapua that time. And yeah. Unfortunate. It is really, really interesting and also kind of cool how pretty much every person I fight against is really geared. It makes it so it's a really decent challenge for me to show you guys some PvP action. But also it gives you the opportunity to see me get smacked around a little bit too. So you know I'm human after all, and even though when you know all this information that it's still it's a game of who sees the other person first and then who has the gear to react to that and the skill to react to that faster. So I think we saw each other at the same time. He got his first hit on straight away and then that just fucked the rest of my shots. I probably should have been better off going full auto. I was trying to tap spray and full auto probably would have been enough to just at least hit him a couple of times to put some pressure on. It is what it is. I do believe I could honestly get. There was a comment stating about they thought it would be too much of a challenge to get the escort cast done on this account. I actually do think I could get it done. It just would take a while, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know, it could be like a 50 episodes to get it done, and that's fine. It'd be cool to show you that, but I don't think we have time. So I'm just trying to teach you guys all the information I can about PvP, going on the maps, hunting people, and at best or worst case scenario, having a bit of fun doing it. So I'm under the impression you guys enjoy it. The comments seem to be pretty cool. You guys seem to like the PvP action, which is nice to see. Unfortunately, it's just not winning all the fights, but I'm definitely I'm trying to instill as much information as I can out of my head into your brain. Now, an MDR is actually not too bad a gun as well. If you want a budget bang for buck gun, MDR is good to go. All right, so that's not the ammo we want. 856A1. I don't know how well. We get some. This is going to really struggle against geared people, and we are running against a lot of geared people. We can still shoot people in the head at least. Oh, they ran out again. But yeah. Shooting people in the head with this will still hurt them and potentially kill them. So that's all right. Now, where's the... rope it all. Cool. And chuck some of these up in here. They're good for the next few episodes. All right. Unfortunately, guys, that is time for this episode. Before I do completely finish it up, a couple of admin points. Firstly, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please do. Help us get to the 100,000 mark. It'd be sick hit that this year if possible. We'll have to wait and see how much of a burst happens when we get stuff like the wipe, whenever the hell that is. Yeah, really do appreciate you guys to take time to do that. A quick point on someone making a comment about the length of the episodes and me restricting myself based around the time of an episode. The big issue we run into, guys, is it takes me an hour to record the episode, and that's probably the easiest part of the actual episode itself. Then I send it off to the editors, either Frankie, Boomer, or Nafa will edit the episode. That takes them 4 to 6 hours. Then they put that up so my a different editor watches it. That takes an hour. Then after that, all the changes that need to be made and fixes that need to be made happen, and then they have to export it again and put it up again to be shipped out, which we also check that one again to make sure there was no errors in that. So an episode on average takes between 10 and 12 hours on a good day. Sometimes it can take 14 hours. So if I was to make the episode an hour and a half long, it just extends the time to do all that stuff. So I am pretty strict on trying to keep the episode recording around the 1 hour mark. And of course, that's sometimes a little bit constricting to the actual episode itself in what I do. It's just a part of the nature of the beast. I've got some plans for next season to help combat that. There might be a bit more fluctuation in short and long episodes based off how the episode goes. But I think we've got a really good system in place. And I do apologize that sometimes there is restrictions on the episode, like, hey, I can't do a long raid this episode because of the time left. But it's just we can't give 5 episodes a week if you guys, or for you guys, if we're going to be filming an hour and a half episodes. We literally cut it down to like 2 episodes a week because of that, or 3 episodes a week because it just would cut into so much time for the editors. Anyway, I just wanted to make that point so you guys understood. 5 episodes a week is actually quite a big task for us, and we try our best to be consistent with that. And yeah, I'll leave this here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Usual drill, like I said, like and comment, YouTube algorithm, subscribe. Apologies, I didn't get to clean up the maps like I would hope, but we still got a good kill or 2, and got smacked around a little bit, so I get to show that I'm human. Besides that, 1 more episode for the week, I do believe. But lastly, I'll see you next time.